Good morning, everyone. Just waiting for people to find me. Okay, if you're here, jump on and say hello. Alright, so hey Chrissy, how are you? Sorry, just putting the iPad in place so I can see comments. Oh, my creaky floor and my creaky chair. It's all happening. Good morning, everyone. How are we? I noticed you're a bit crooked. Wait, if I try and fix it, I'm going to break it. Not touching it, Rails. I'm not touching it. Alright, no, it made it worse with that. Oh, dear me. Alright, so, how are we all on this Thursday morning? I hope you are all well. Good morning, Vicky. Morning, Margaret. Hi, Angie. Sorry, just having my coffee. I was up super early to catch some training this morning and yeah, got sidetracked after that doing other stuff, and now I'm behind schedule. Oh no, never mind. Hey Shelley, thanks for joining me. Alright, today we have another technique with the Stamparatus, actually two with the Stamparatus. So on the first day I showed you the normal multi-step stamping. And what else did I show you? The hinge step method, didn't I? I think I did, yes. And then, oh, Chrissy, you should be cleaning, but will watch me instead. Thank you. Yeah, watching craft videos is much better than cleaning. And thank you for sharing, Angie. And then yesterday I showed you how you can emboss in any colour. All right, today I'm going to be showing you how to use templates in your Stamparatus. Right, so I wanted to firstly cover this tutorial bundle. 12 exclusive tutorials free with every order in the month of October. So I've teamed up with another demonstrator for this. That's why it's called Simply Stamps. The Simply is from my name and the Stamps is from hers. And we've designed 6 projects each. All exclusive. You won't see the tutorials or how to do them or have them demonstrated anywhere else but in this tutorial bundle. So it's free with every order, no matter how big your order is. If you put a $10 order in or a $200 order in, you'll still get this tutorial bundle. So some really nice projects. There's a mix of general cards and Christmas cards and 3D projects, bags, boxes, all sorts of wonderful things like that. So it's a really great variety of projects in this bundle. So that is free with every order, 12 exclusive tutorials. So when you place your order, you'll then receive an email from me with the PDF of the tutorials attached. So I just wanted to mention that. I don't know if I've mentioned that at all this week yet. But there you go, that's something, a little bonus for our customers, because we love our customers. Rightio. Hi Arlene, how are you? So today I'm going to be covering using templates, so punches like this, creating a template to stamp your pieces in the Stamparatus. Makes it so much easier. Now I've seen people who have created templates like this and then stamped through them onto cardstock and then punched it out. Stamparatus makes this so much easier. Let me show you how. So this is my template, and all I'm going to do, hi Jan, how are you, is punch out the shapes that I need. Oh, and my punch is getting stuck for some reason, so hang on, I need my muscles. Oh dear. Alright, there we go. So there's all our little bits. Now, the beauty of the Stamparatus is you can do multiples really quickly, but you can also stamp them really easily. So I'm just going to put our template in place. It doesn't matter really where it is, but you know me, I always like to line it up with the dark grid lines on the new paper because it is so much easier. And I'm going to use, oh, my washi tape's coming off my magnet. Gosh, I need to re-washi that one. Alright, so one there and the other one down here. I have the foam mat underneath because this is a photopolymer stamp set. So this is our Foxy Friends stamp set. Now, so I'm going to grab the pieces and see, there's my previous template that I used to use, and I sort of stamped through it, which is so hard to do. Or you can do the same as what I'm doing now with the pieces, but yeah, it's just harder if things aren't stuck down in place. So I'm going to put our little foxy head. I don't know, I might make a fox, a raccoon, I don't know what I'm going to make. Put a little foxy head in there. And our little body. And our tail. This is a bit like doing a jigsaw puzzle. If you like puzzles, you'll love this. Alright, so now they're all in place. I'm going to do the different components. So, you just get your stamps. Oh, crinkle, crinkle, really noisy. Oh my goodness. Oh look, bonus cat hair attached. And you're just going to, sorry if my head gets in the way. I'm just going to line up the stamp. Hopefully that's lined up right. I'm really bad at lining things up, even when I have a template. So I'm sure you'll all find this much easier than me. Stay. And it sticks to my nails. Seriously, first world problems. Right, we need a face. Right, we have to do a plain face. So mushroom out of place. Oh no, I don't know where he lives. Put him there. Try not to lose him. Right, we're going to do a face and a body. So what has white tails, white bit on their tails, because that's what this is going to end up with. I don't think I can fit my face in it. Can I? Will it fit? No, it's going to be in the way of the tail. So we'll come back and do our, oh look at that, my tail moved. Come back and do our face later. Right, so they're in the right place. Fingers crossed they're in the right place, hey. And my paper's lifted with them. That's not very friendly, is it? So we're going to put this back down. Right, now I'm going to choose an orange. What about pumpkin pie? Oh, thank you, Chrissy. I used to do my nails all the time, you know, and then I sort of stopped. And these are called nail wraps by Jamboree, who I think have gone out of business or changed names or something or other. Alright, and I can see something's moved. My template's moved because my tail's not lined up properly. That could have been me not lining it up to start with. Right, fingers crossed. This worked last night. It's not going to work today. Takes a bit of practice, and once you get into the swing, so you normally have to do like a couple first time around to get everything in place and lined up. And then you're off cooking with gas. There's our tail, really badly aligned tail. So we're going to try that one again. And our body, which is badly aligned as well. Gosh, it's not my day. But you get the idea. See, I told you, things, they work well in practice, and then when it comes to actually doing it, they don't want to work. And we'll try that again. You know what I should do? Yes, that's what I should do. Get my stamps lined up on my here. I think would be easier. Then trying to put the paper in, because my paper was moving because it was sticking to the stamp, and then I didn't know if it was aligned properly. Right, do I think that might be better? That might be a better way to do it, hey? Yes, see, Margaret? That's what I've just done. But it worked the other way last night. Truly it did. I didn't keep my samples, so you just have to take my word for it. Alright, let's do our body. Let's just do, yeah, no, we'll put our tail in as well. Where'd my other tail go? Oh, it's still in the punch. Oh. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Hey, hi Joyce. Thank you for watching me. I'm having a bit of a comedy of errors today, but we'll get there in the end. Is that better? Do you reckon this is better? Oh, it's a bit better. Obviously not good at lining things up. So I'm trying not to get my head over the camera, but you get the idea, okay? So you punch out, you create your template just with the punch, then you put your stamps in your little opening, pick them up with a plate, and then stamp down. So obviously I'm not very good at lining things up. I'm going to give it one more go just because it's frustrating me now. Alright, my head's going to get in the way, I'm sorry. And my hair's not done. So who knows what you're going to see, hey? Right, I'm thinking that's better. It's probably the reason why I don't buy many of these builder punch things. So it drives me insane. Stamparatus should make it easier. But then it depends on the skill of the stamper. Hey, this one today is not having a great day. So morning Karen, thank you for joining me. Beauty of the grid paper. I'm not going to get my surface dirty. Let's swap these tails out. I can't, I've got to do the tail the same way. Oh. So has anyone got any crafting planned for the weekend? Oh gosh, my punch is not very happy today. Alright, this is my last attempt. Fingers crossed, hey? If this doesn't work, then I challenge you all to do it for me and post a picture up and show me how clever you all are that you can do it and I can't. And my tail is still not lined up. Look at that. What have I done? Oh, look, here we go. Oh, look at my head in the way. Goodness me. 2 markets for you this weekend, Rails. Wow. And Vicky, Christmas cards, you hope? Good. Are we ready? That's better. Oh, and that one's better too. Look at that. Yay, I did it. So that's how you do it. I'm not going to bother with the head because you know how to do it and you're sick of watching me fumbling around already, hey. So, you're doing granny squares and you're still stuck with it. I can't see the rest of your comments, Margaret. I'll have to have a look later. That's a really bad thing when I watch comments on the iPad. It doesn't show me, if you write a long comment longer than like 10 words, I can't see it all. You thought the others looked okay, Shirley. No, they didn't. Because look, you got a big section there, white section. I mean, you could make that work, but it's meant to look like that with a uniform white section all the way around. So, but anyway, that's how you do it. And I'm sure you're all going to do a much better job at it than me. So let's tempt fate and get another builder punch just because I can. And none of you have walked away yet and gone, this woman is crazy, doesn't know what she's doing. So we're going to use the Blossom Builder punch. And just going to line this up. Right, now for this one, it's the Bunch of Blossoms stamp set. So same thing, let's build a flower. Maybe let's build a flower, hey? That's what I should say, because I'm not having a great day, so it may not end up a flower. You're making boxes and desk holders. What are desk holders? They like pen holders for your desk, Angie? Sorry, I just need a coffee. Hey, Kathy, thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining, Cleta. Sorry, just having a coffee. Alright, so for this one, what I'm going to attempt to do is a flower with shading. This could work really good or it could work really bad. And it's not turning out so good because I can't even get my petal lined up. I think I have my template around the wrong way. Hang on a minute. This could work better. That works better. Some of them, it doesn't matter which way really, but I guess with this one I have to make sure I've got it around the right way. Alright, so there's our petal. Pretty sure that's aligned pretty good. Let's punch out some pieces. And this one's a multi-step stander. Multi-step stamp. Oh, yay. What's in that coffee? That I haven't had enough of it. Far out. I'm not going to be able to do that. It's going to be a bit too close. Okay, so we'll just do the one. Alright, we're going to stamp it in multiple colours. We're going to start off with something light, first of all. So we're going to do Petal Pink. And it helps if I put my paper in there. Why didn't you all tell me? So I'm struggling today. Right, we all have good days and bad days. Today's not such a great day for me, obviously. This Stamparatus, I'd like to say I knew the price off the top of my head, but I'm really bad with prices and I don't. Someone else can answer you, I'm sure. There's a few other people on here that will know the price. I want to say $80-something, but I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Okay, so step one is done. Then we're going to stamp with a slightly darker colour our next layer, which is this one. So this is a little bit more time consuming because you do have to line up each layer. I might take that out so I get this lined up properly without moving my paper. Okay, so I think that's pretty good for the second layer. 85. Thank you, Chrissy. See, I knew it was 80 something. I did say 85, didn't I? So my brain's not that frazzled. Alright, so our next colour we're going to put on top. So it was Petal Pink, which is more of an orangey pink than a pink pink. So we might use I don't know, I'm going to go Blushing Bride because I want to end up with a darker pink. So we'll see how this colour combination works. Right, so now we have Blushing Bride on our next layer. Oh, I don't like that colour combination. But anyway, and then I'm going to use, there's another one that goes with that one. This one. And for the life of me, I can't. Oh no, here we go. We have the stripes. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Oh, I couldn't say it. Right, and then we're going to do the stripes over the top. I'm going to do them in a darker colour again. So line the stamp up in your template. Then put your paper in And let's use something like Melon Mambo. Now the beauty of this is that if you're doing multiples, like for this one, you could just do like that one layer, keep putting new petals in, and you could have a flower built really, really quickly. It's taking me longer because I'm doing like one step at a time, whereas you could do multiples, you know what I mean? Does anyone know what I'm trying to say? Because the words are not coming out today. There we go. I really don't like that colour combination. That looks a really dirty petal. But there we go. There's your petal done with the Stamparatus and your template. So what I was trying to say was that you could do, like, have 6 of these punched out ready to go, and then you do your first layer. Keep putting the new one in. Bang, 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 bang. Do 6 of them. Then put it in and do your second layer. And it just makes it a lot quicker. And if you're doing more than the one flower, providing your stamps are not too close, you can do them at once. So I could have done the leaf as well at the same time as I was doing the petal. Just have the 2 stamps on my plate ready to go. If they're close like this and the stamps are touching, like I'll show you, if I put the big stamp back in. Alright, so this is the base petal. If I wanted to do this one as well, I'll just grab that one. And you'll see that because of the edge to the stamps, it's actually going to touch and it will not sit properly and not stamp properly, because see they're overlapping. And same if I was to do this little flower as well, same thing would happen. So there is a limit when you're doing a template like from a punch like this. If you were just to put them separately and stamp them, then that would work, but you'd have to manually line them up. You wouldn't have the guide of where to put your paper, so that might be a bit harder. Yeah, so that's how you use your templates for your builder punches with the Stamparatus. And I'm sure someone out there will do a much better job than me in explaining it, because my brain doesn't want to get into gear today. So, next thing I wanted to show you was, I make a bit of room here, clean up a little bit of stuff. And keep your templates too, so you can pop them just in your stamp case and they're ready to go for whenever you want to use the that set again. Next thing I wanted to show you is some stamping in a circle with your Stamparatus. Hi Trish, no, don't worry about being late, darling. You haven't missed much, because really I'm having a bit of a day. Alright, so ignore my halo. I got a little bit excited last night and pressed down a bit hard because I wasn't paying attention, so I was doing something else at the time. But anyway, oh look at that, I nearly lost that stamp. Stuck to my arm. Alright, stamping in a circle with the Stamparatus using a template. So this is really fun. And the templates quite a few months ago were a big deal, because Gina K Designs, I think it was, bought out the Wreath Builder template, which is a bit like this, but you had to pay for it, and I don't know what else it came with, but anyway, you can make your own. So all this is your square piece of cardstock, can be any shape, can be rectangle, whatever, but you're going to just cut out 2 squares. So you're going to use your square layering framelits and just cut a square like that, then rotate your framelit so that it is creating like a diamond, and then do another cut. Then when you come to use it in your Stamparatus, you're going to put your square piece that you've cut out, or recut another one using the same framelit. You're going to put it in the middle and then stamp around. So I'm going to show you how easy that is done. Now I created this template ages ago, and I used to just tape it to my cardstock before we had the Stamparatus, and I'd tape it to my cardstock and I'd actually stamp in each of those little things. When you do it that way, it gives you a little bit more flexibility as to the size of what you can do, because you could have a 6x6 square card and have that as the card front. When you use the squares like this to stamp on, that's as big as your piece of paper can be. So then you need to actually mount that onto a card front. Does that make sense? So you can use a template without the squares to stamp straight onto a card front if you don't want to have it mounted, or use the squares if you want it mounted. But I'm going to show you the squares today because it just works really easily, and it can show you how you can turn it around to get your circle. I always mark the top left corner, so I know that, or sorry, top right corner, so I know where that goes in my Stamparatus. If ever it gets lifted or moved for any reason, I know that that is my top right corner. But I'm not going to put it in the top right corner. I'm actually going to put it down here, bottom left corner, over the Stampin' Up, not the Stamparatus logo, the Stampin' Up logo. Okay, so my piece of paper here is 5 inches by 5, and I've used, I think this is the largest framelit from the square layering framelits. So this is as big as your wreath building template can go. Put on your magnets, hold it in place. Okay, so you're going to start with putting your square piece of paper in your framelit. Alright, now I did this one last night with the hearts from the Woodwords stamp set, this little love heart, and I didn't have it lined up quite properly, and every second one has sort of gone off the square a little bit, but it would look good as well, so I should have brought them in a little bit, but you could also turn them around and have them facing out. That would be good as well. So this is really versatile, this template. You can do it for more than flowers. Like, people think wreath builder template, they think flowers, but that's not all it's for. It can be for anything, and it just helps you stamp in a circle. It's brilliant. Right, so let's pick another stamp set. Let's do, oh yeah, I want to do snowflakes actually. I want to do a Christmas one. Or should I do flowers? Hang on a minute. So I've got a few other size templates to show you. So I want to use my biggest flower on this one. So I want to show you, you can make it, this template, in any size. So let's do this one. That could be a bit big. Maybe this one? Yeah, let's do this one. Okay. So I'm just going to have my flower, I think, that way. I'm going to sit it in one of the sections so that it doesn't go over this edge, because then it's going to not be on your piece of paper, on your cardstock. So if I sit it there, pick it up with my plate, and yes, I still have my cushion underneath. I find it doesn't really affect the red rubber stamps. You can still use it with red rubber. I know it's designed for your photopolymer, but I just leave it in there half the time, and it doesn't, it's not an adverse effect when you use red rubber, put it that way. I just need a coffee. Hang on a minute. Alright, so I'm going to start with my piece of paper in the square, and I'm going to choose an ink pad. I've already got Blushing Bright out, that'll do. Hey Janice, thank you for sharing, Carol. Alright, so you're just going to ink up your stamp. Oops, and there's one. And to get a circle, all you're going to do is rotate it around 90, that's not 90 degrees, I don't know what degrees that is. Is it 90? No. Round to the next thing. So you're going to go square, diamond, square, diamond, square, diamond. And that is stamping off. So I haven't got that lined up properly. So I put my stamp in the wrong spot. I should have done it further in the middle, but it doesn't matter, because that could be part of your effect. Just keep rotating it. Doesn't matter if you go left or right, clockwise, anti-clockwise, doesn't matter. And then around again. Oops. Now if I wanted to put leaves on this at the same time, I could do that. But I've only just learnt how to do this, so I always used to use the template without the Stamparatus, so it was a bit more fluid as to where I could put my stamps. So I'm still learning how to line them up properly. Have I stamped that? I missed one. Yep, I turned it too far. Yeah, I'm still learning how far in to put my stamps. Yeah, but if I was doing a leaf at the same time, you can stamp that at the same time. Save yourself some work. That's a good tip, Trish. Start in the middle instead of the corner. That's a really good idea. There we go. There's our little circle. Perfect circle of flowers. How cool is that? So let's try now and add some leaves in. I'm going to take the flower off. And then the next time, Trish, I've got a couple other sizes to show. So I'm going to try your technique and do it in the middle rather than the side. So let's grab a leaf. Now, I'm not really sure how this is going to work because I only just had a play last night, so, you know, forgive me if it doesn't work. Here we go. We'll see what happens, hey? But I thought this was really cool when I thought of it last night, and then I looked up how someone did it and I went, oh, that's not too bad. Turn card 2 straight on. That way. Oops. Now my leaf is going to look weird, I know, but we'll see how it goes. So this is fun. I love experimenting, and you all have some really good tips. So I'm not teaching you anything new, am I really? You all know this. You're all one step ahead of me. But we're learning together. Or actually, you guys are teaching me. But we'll see. But there's no mistakes in crafting. It's just learning as you go. And I love that everyone is so sharing with their ideas and their knowledge. That's what we're all here for, hey? So if you haven't done this before, then this is lots of fun. And this is my second time doing it, I must admit, because I used to use my template differently. I haven't really used it with the Stamparatus before, except for last night. And that's when I did that heart one. So, you live and learn. But when I saw you could use the Stamparatus like this with a template, I went, oh, that is so cool. That'll make doing my templates, my wreaths, which I love doing wreaths. It'll just make it really easier. Once I sort out how to align the stamps properly, it'll just mean that my wreath will be more uniform, because some of my wreaths sometimes end up like ovals. When you've got a free stamp, it's hard to keep in the circle. So using the Stamparatus for this is way, way cool. So that's not too bad. Oh, I like that. So I'm going to embellish around the outside now, just because I can. What should I put? I need another smaller leaf. This set hasn't got a small enough leaf. I can't talk. Let's use one of these from here. One of these little doobie oobies. I wanted to use this set because I want to do a snowflake one. I reckon that'd be really cool for Christmas. Oh, and talking about snowflakes, we have a new snowflake product coming out in November. As a demonstrator, you can order it now. But if you're not a demonstrator and you want the snowflakes, I'm going to pop something up about it on my site today. And also I'm going to send out an email about it. If you love snowflakes, is that going to work there, ladies? My little thing. I'm gonna wing it and see. Yes, if you love the snowflakes and you want them now, so it's a new couple of stamp sets coming out and some great thinlits, some, not velvet, what is it? Yeah, it's like velvet paper. It's got that flocking on it. Then yes, if you want it, you can get it now. You just join my team and you can put it in your pre-order, not your pre-order, in your starter kit. So that'll be really nice. What colour? What goes with, let's do a shaded spruce. Probably the wrong green shade, but anyway. The stamp set doesn't want to come out. I mean, the ink pad doesn't want to come out. See, I don't even know what I'm calling things today. Alright, so we're going to make a big mess with this because my ink pad is way too big for this stamp. And now I'm just fiddling and playing and fingers crossed something works. Get something decent, hey? Yeah, so what was I saying? Snowflakes. See, my train of thought today, shish, gone. Ladies, it's gone. The snowflake bundle. You can buy it in November, or if you want it now, join my team and you can put it in the starter kit. There's 2 stamp sets, framelits, the paper. There's some really cute snowflake embellishments. I know a lot of people love snowflakes. So I'm going to pop up some samples in the next few days, I think. Show people what is coming. This is fun. This is very addictive, you know, doing this. Really cool. I don't like this little thing that I've used here, but hey, I couldn't find anything in a hurry. It'll do. Whoops. So there you go. How to make a wreath or stamp in a circle using the Stamparatus. It's actually a lot easier than you think, and the tip that I've taken away from today for everyone letting me know how they do it is to move your stamp in a little bit closer and start with your piece square, not at an angle. Start with it square and put your stamp in the middle and not start in a corner. So there's my tips for today, and I'm going to now sit and have a play and make some more. And I've got different size templates, so let me show you. So your template size can be as big or as little as you want, depending on the size of your framelits. So if you don't use the framelits, then obviously you can go bigger. If you wanted to do this like on a scrapbook page, then you can just cut the squares using your trimmer and not use the framelits. So then you're not bound by the size of your framelit. So this is the biggest framelit in our layering squares. But here is another smaller one. So that would make a really cute little wreath or stamp in a circle. And that would be the size of your final wreath. And then I've sort of got like, oh look at that, stuck to the thing. And then I've got one that's a little bit bigger, so I just picked 3 random sizes. So I've got like a large, medium and a small, I guess, in the end. And save your template because you can use it over and over again. So there's sort of like a medium size one. I don't know, this is no idea what size that is. And that's the size of the wreath or the end piece that you'll get. So lots of fun. Make your templates. You can have a template in all sorts of different sizes. And I'm just wondering if you could modify to do like an 8 point. I suppose your points are going to be a bit smaller, aren't they? But you could probably make one that's got more points again. I don't know. There's a challenge for someone. How about that? That might have to be a manual cut to make your extra peaks, but you could try and make another, like a more like a starburst, so you've got more points. That'd be different. I challenge someone to do that. Maybe I should try. So that's it. They're two techniques. They're my last two techniques for the Stamparatus. So I showed you the stamping with the multi-step stamps, so one layer on top of the other. And I showed you the hinge step method. Yesterday we had the embossing in any colour. And today is using templates in your Stamparatus. So that's just a few, like that's 5 different techniques I've shown you with the Stamparatus. And there's lots more that you can do. People are just exploring now the possibilities. So, yeah. I hope you have enjoyed this and you have learnt something new. You probably haven't, because it sounds like you've all done it before, but that doesn't matter. You all helped me, which is fantastic. That was a great tip that I didn't pick up when I was creating my templates and playing, to start in the middle and have it on the square, because like I used to use my template without the Stamparatus and I just sit this over my cardstock. I never actually put the square inside and stamped on it. I would just stamp, as you can see the bits here that I've missed, I would just stamp on my cardstock in each of these sections, and that wasn't very accurate, and sometimes my wreath would not get very round. So you're going to use your Stamparatus now, Trish. Good. I love it, and I'm actually going to use it quite a bit more than I have been, because I find it really good when I'm doing greetings. If I don't stamp it the first time, it doesn't all come out, I can just ink it up and do it again. Well, that's for any stamp, and I'm finding I'm using it a lot more for that, so it's a perfect tool for that. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you back next Tuesday. And don't forget to join my group and share what you're creating. We'd love to see it all. And I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.